Hello everyone, welcome to day 29th of September Lead Code Challenge, and today's question is split linked list into parts. In this question, we are given a long linked list, we are given its head, and we need to split it into k different linked lists such that all of them are generated out of the consecutive sequence of the original input linked list. Let's try and understand it by an example. Here we need to split this linked list consisting of 10 nodes into 3 different separate linked lists. And how are we going to do that? We'll form the first linked list as 1 2 3 4, the second one as 5 6 7, and third one as 8 9 10. And we need to return 3 heads of these splitted linked list. Let's walk through the other example. Here we are given only 3 nodes and we need to form 5 different linked lists. Since the size is way smaller than 5, what we need to do, we'll split them into singular nodes 1 2 3, and the rest of the 2 heads will remain empty. There is also another constraint that was given in the question. The length of each part should be as equal as possible, and no two parts should have a different size by more than one. This is a very important constraint. We will be using this constraint to build our algorithm. Just remember this. Now let's move on to the PPT where I'll explain the core algorithm. Split linked list in parts, Lead Code 728. It's a medium level question on Lead Code, and I also feel the same. There's just one caveat. If you get that hint from the question, you'll be able to come up with the approach. So let's try and understand the input example. The second one that was given in the question, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. And how many different linked lists that we need to form? We need to form 3 separate linked lists. So the first thing that we're going to do is to identify the count or the length of the input linked list. The length of the input linked list is 10. So what we are going to do, we'll divide this by 3. What would be the size of each linked list? The size of each linked list would be 3, and there would be one extra size in one of the linked lists because 10 is not divisible by 3, so it would be something like 4 3 and 3. And it was specified that any extra nodes that are getting added should be started from the starting of the linked list. So what we are going to do, we will simply move by 4 operations starting from the first node. So this gets to the head of the first node, and once we have crossed 4 nodes, we will move ahead and split it here. We'll mark this as null, and we'll form the next linked list of size 3. We'll split it here, mark this as null, and in the end this gives us the head of the third linked list. So we have first one, we have second one, we have third one. These are the updated heads. Let's try and understand it by a slightly longer example, which will help us understand the question better. It will explain us the constraint that was specified in the question, that each separated linked list should differ by a size of 1. So let's try this up. The total length that is given to us is 15. So when I divide 15 by 4, what do I get? 15 by 4 is 3. That means minimum of 3 size should be there in each linked list. We are going to make 4 linked lists of minimum size of 3 each. So let me just write that info. And 4 into 3 makes up till 12. So what do you see? You observe that there are few nodes that are missing. What do we do with those nodes? How many such nodes are there? 15 minus 12 is 3. You can also get this value by performing the modulus operation. 15 modulus 4 is also 3. So let me just write that as well. So we need to fill in 3 more extra nodes in these separate linked lists. And how will we do that? We will start by adding 1 to each linked list starting from the first one. That means the size of the first linked list would be 4, the second linked list would be 4, and the third linked list would be 4 again. And the fourth one would have 3 nodes only. Once we know the sizes, we can iterate over the input linked list and updates our head accordingly. For example, the first one will have 4 size, So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll mark this null here. We'll store the next counter, and this will be the head of the second node. It will have 4 nodes again, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4. We'll mark this as null, the next of 8 as null, and this will store the head of the third linked list, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. We'll mark this as null, and 13 will store the head of the next linked list. And once we have the heads of first, second, third and fourth node, this brings us to the end of the iteration. Pretty straightforward. The only caveat here was to handle the remaining nodes that are not allocated to any of the linked list appropriately. So it has a simple logic. We perform the modulus operation, we get its count, and we start assigning them to each linked list starting from the first one. I'll exactly do the same thing what I've stated here, and now let's move on to the coding section. The time complexity of this approach is pretty simple. It's order of n. By the way, I would like you guys to attempt this question since you know the algorithm now. So it would be highly good for you guys to go and give it a shot. I've created an array of list nodes, and the size of that array is k because we have to form k new linked lists. I've identified a new total length variable, and I start the iteration using an it variable initialized to head. With each iteration, I move on to the next node and I calculate the total length. Then I go ahead and I've created two variables: the minimum length of each splitted linked list and the distribute variable, which is total length modulus k. I have initialized two more variables, one for the iteration, the node, and the other one for storing the previous to the current node under consideration. I initialize the variable I equals to 0 because it will help us keep track of how many heads I have created once the splitting operation is done so far. Till the time my node variable is not equal to head and I have not formed all the new linked list, the heads of all the new linked list, I assign ans of I to node, and I start the iteration starting from j equals to 0 up till the size of each, the minimum size of each linked list, and it's gonna vary. This condition will be variable depending upon the distribute value. If the distribute value happens to be greater than 0, that means I need to add an extra node in this current linked list. I allocate previous to node and node to node.next with each iteration, and once I'm done with this, I simply update previous.next to null. That marks the completion of the splitting of the first part of the linked list. Once I have allocated previous.next to null, I increment the value of I for updating the counter of how many splits I have made so far. I reduce the distribute value appropriately because I have allocated distribute variable to one of the nodes if this value was greater than 0. And once I'm done with this loop, I simply return the ans variable. So let me just submit this. Accepted. This brings me to the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for viewing it. Have a great day ahead and stay tuned for more updates from Coding Decoded. I'll see you tomorrow with another fresh question, but till then, goodbye.